Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
This is more than a school. It's where early mornings turn into big goals, where ideas start small and grow into something real. It's classrooms that don't look like classrooms, lessons that don't stay on paper, and students who are learning by doing. Here, you don't just prepare for the future, you step into it. Whether that's in a lab, on a job site, on a stage, or leading something of your own. It's teachers who know your name and push you to become who you're meant to be. It's friendships, Friday nights, hard work, and pride that carries far beyond these halls. Because what's built here doesn't stay here. Lawrence County High School, this is where your future begins.
At Loretto High School, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. Recognized as a reward school twice in the past 3 years, we are proud to create an environment where students don't just learn, they thrive. From our career and technical education programs to hands-on learning experiences, students gain real-world skills to prepare them for what comes next. Here, education goes beyond the classroom, offering academic opportunities that challenge, inspire, and empower. We are also deeply committed to academic achievement, with a strong focus on preparing every student for success on the ACT, opening doors to college and future opportunities. With dual enrollment and post-secondary pathways, our students are already taking steps toward their future, earning college credits and industry certifications before graduation. We're not just preparing students for tests, we're preparing them for life. And our success doesn't stop there. With 7 state championships and 6 state runner-up titles in the past 9 years, Loretto Athletics is built on dedication, teamwork, and pride. But what truly sets us apart is our community, a place where students are supported, encouraged, and inspired to be their best. Loretto High School, where tradition meets opportunity and the future begins.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Hi, I'm Corey Rochelle, Director of Sales and Marketing here at Tennessee Valley Media Group. And first off, I want to say to all of our loyal customers, thank you. It's because of you that we're able to bring you all the games on the X Sports Network and all the weather coverage that you see here at Tennessee Valley Weather. Second,
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome everybody here to Summertown Elementary as we get you ready for the first game of the Summertown Smackdown here from Summertown Elementary. AJ Good joined by Michael Marks. Mike, our first game of the day. Lady Cats of Lawrence County going up against the Lady Mustangs of Loretto. A preview of opening night that we will see in less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, and hey, AJ, I was kind of curious how the morning was going to be started here. Obviously 8:30 on your last weekend before school goes back. You'd think maybe a little, morning tiredness. No, you got a big rivalry game this morning, and both these teams seem fired up to be here.
They're going to play all their rivals today. Lawrence County will get Loretto and Summertown. Loretto will get Lawrence County Summertown. Summertown will see both of them today. Should be a very fun day. First game, of course, you get 70 minutes to squeeze in 3 sets to varsity and as much as JV as you can until the clock goes out. But we definitely expect a good one here between these two to start things off.
Yeah, obviously a bunch of young talent on both teams. Kind of a bit of a down year last year for Loretto, not making the state tournament for the first time in what feels like forever. And for Lawrence County, again, a bunch of young athletes that had a tremendous night last night against Mount Pleasant. I'm really excited to see these two teams go at it.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting first for Loretto, brought to you by Swap and Shop Center. You've got Lily Augustine, Bella Grace Sanderson, Haley Bennett, Hadri Daniels, Tate Newton, and Taylor Reedy. And the starting lineup brought to you by Jacobs Marine for the Lady Cats of Lawrence County. Liddy Cox, J.C. Schultz, Ava Scott Garland, Leah Dixon, Collins Newton, and Destiny Daniel, along with Kamaya Bryce. So those are your starting lineups brought to you by Swap and Shop Center and Jacobs Marine. So Tate Newton will serve it up to start things off here for Loretto. Both teams wearing black. Lady Cats with white numerals. Lady Mustangs with gold numerals. Just waiting on the ready to go here from our lead official. Had a little bit of an issue with the net here. Mike had to make sure it was at the proper height. So already on their P's and Q's. Nothing wrong with that to start the season off. As Tate Newton will serve this one up. And that one's a bit long and an early 1-0 start here for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, hey, the best way to get on the board is let the other team do the work for you. So Lady Cats out to a 1-0 lead.
Collins Newton back to serve it up here for Lawrence County. That is dug out by Reedy over to Newton. Newton setting up. And now we're going to get a Lady Cats there in the net. Lily Augustine's shot initially blocked, but the Lady Cats in the net, which they were, and that ties the game up here at 1. There's Lily Thomas set to come in for Bella Grace Sanderson. And Thomas, just one of 2 seniors. It's amazing, Mike. Between both teams, we have 2 seniors.
Yeah.
Both of them on Loretta's side. And here is Thomas. It is dug out by Dixon. Over to Schultz. Now back to Dixon. Slams that one right on. Oh, they're going to call Loretto in the net. Dixon's shot was right on the line. Either way you look at it, 2-1 Lawrence County lead.
Yeah, it seemed like either way that one was going to end at a point for the Lady Cats.
Cox comes in for Daniel. Ava Scott Garland. Ribeiro back to serve it up here for Lawrence County. It is dug out by Thomas. Over to Newton. Dixon. They're calling Newton in the net, so 4 points. And 3 of them have been in the net and 1 serve wide.
Yeah, you can tell these rivals wanting to get at it.
Garland back to serve with the 3-1 lead. Dug out by Reedy. And Bennett sends it in over to Augustine. Dug out by Schultz. Garland now to Dixon. Gets that one in, and that is a Middle Tennessee Builders kill. Well, I think she called him in the net, so that's 2 kills taken away from Leah there. But anyways, a 4-1 Lady Cat lead. Next serve up here for Garland. Dug out by Reedy over to Newton. Newton setting up Bennett. That one is in. Middle Tennessee Builders kill. And then she that's another one in the net. As Reedy will check out, and checking in for the first time is Hadri Daniels. Back to serve is Shanna Fisher. Sent over the net, dug out by Dixon. Schultz back to Dixon, slams that one down. A Middle Tennessee Builders first official kill, and the first point not awarded to a net.
Yeah, man, a well-oiled machine right there, setting up Dixon for the big kill.
As that will bring Annie Lloyd into the game, the freshman. And checking out is Bryce. Lloyd back to serve. Sends this one over the net, dug out by Bennett. Newton now back to Bennett. That one will find its way in. Another Middle Tennessee Builders kill, and already the big guns showing out for both sides.
Yeah, Bennett's been on the attack here the last couple points for the Lady Mustangs, getting them back in this one 5-3.
Newton out, Laney Johnson will check in. Also checking in for the Lady Mustangs is Ava Sharp. Will come in for Lily Augustine. Sharp's first serve, that's a rocket. That's dug out by Newton. Over to Garland. And Dixon will get this one over the net. Thomas, Sharp, setting up Bennett. Tips it over, blocked there by Liddy Cox. Now back to Bennett again, and that one will find its way in. Another Middle Tennessee Builders kill. That one was right after the Heritage Automotive block from Liddy Cox.
Yeah, really good defense there by the Lady Cats, but man, they set Bennett up right again and then gets another kill right there, 5-4.
5-4. Lady Cat lead. Sharp back to serve again. That one will find its way down for a one-stop medical ace. What a great job right on the back line. And our first ace of the day.
Yeah, just dropped that one in. Just like that, AJ, went from a 5-2 game, now we're tied up.
Yeah, that's what happens. So, actually, they did call it out.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's 6-4. Yeah, we're all confused. Leah Dixon back to serve, 6-4, the Lady Cat lead. That's off Bennett, and that will be a swap and shop center ace here for Leah Dixon and make it 7-4. Next serve up here from Dixon. That's dug out by Bennett. Sharp trying to save it, can't. Back-to-back swap and shop center aces. Lady Cats up 8-4. So right when the Lady Mustangs go on the run, the Lady Cats answer with one of their own.
Yeah, and Dixon, we talk about how good she is in the net, but for her to be able to go back and serve this well, it's incredible.
Sharp. That one found its way over, dug out by Garland. Newton will find this way over the net. Fisher. Sharp over to Bennett. Tip. Dug out by Lloyd. Schultz gets that one over, and they're going to call a double hit there on Schultz, and that will make it 8-5.
Yeah, Lawrence County thought they were getting another point there, but the double hit.
Fisher and Thomas will check out. Bella Grace Sanderson and Reedy back in. Hit there by Bennett. That is dug out by Lloyd. Schultz over to Cox. And that one is in. Another Middle Tennessee Builders kill to make it 9-5.
Yeah, Lawrence County starting to extend their lead here as we get to the middle portion of this first set.
Cox back to serve. Lady Cats, no seniors this year, but everyone on this court has a wealth of experience. Except for Lloyd, she's a freshman, but a wealth of experience playing volleyball in general. Bella Grace Sanderson, that's dug out by Dixon. Schultz, now to Newton over the net, dug out by Reedy. Sharp, here to Sanderson, and that one never made its way over. And we'll make it 10-5 for Lawrence County. So that set up there, just a little bit out of the reach of Bella Grace.
Yeah, a little too close to the net there, wasn't able to get a solid hit on the way back.
Serve up from Cox, dug out by Sanderson. Daniel takes advantage for the Middle Tennessee Builders kill. It's 11-5. One run answered by another here by Lawrence County.
Yeah, really good job by Daniel. Kind of set her right back up for another attack. Makes the most of it there.
Next serve here from Cox. Just a bit long. And Lady Mustangs will get a break here as Fisher back in and Daniels checks out.
Yeah, good eyes right there by the Lady Mustangs, letting that one sail out and get this serve back their way.
Served up here by Reedy off of the fingertips of Lloyd. Dixon can't save it. And that will be a one-stop medical walk. Ace, I've got to get out of baseball. It's still ingrained to me. We appreciate all of our sponsors. I will have this down by week 2, but give me, Mike, and all of our Summertown people some grace here. It's Reedy dug out by Dixon. Schultz, that one sent over the net, dug out by Sharp. Bennett now over to Sanderson. Blocked down and in. Destiny Daniels with the Heritage Automotive block, and the Lady Cats back up 5. A lot of height, something the Lady Cats have struggled with. And with Daniels and Cox there, that should be a big boost for them coming up. Bryce back in for Lloyd.
Got a couple of blocks early in this game, AJ. That verticality has helped.
Schultz's serve is long. Good judgment there by Bennett on the back line. Now a 4-point lead as Newton will come in for Johnson.
Lady Mustangs, big rotation again this year.
Lily Augustine checks in as well. She'll come in for Sharp. Serve up here by Newton. That is dug out by Collins Newton. Schultz. Dixon will get this one over the net. Newton. Reedy over to Sanderson and almost in the trash can. A 5-point Lady Cat lead again.
Yeah, just a bit of an off hit there on that second hit attempt.
As checking in for the first time for the Lady Cats will be Lainey Littrell. She will come in for Collins Newton, and Littrell will go back to serve. Early in the season, Mike, we're going to see a lot of big rotations to see who can fit in here once we get into district play.
Well, and you got both teams with players that don't even have enough seats on the other end for them.
People sitting on the hardwood over there. Sanderson gets it over the net, dug out by Littrell. Garland gets it back between the lines. Schultz will get it over the net. Bennett, Newton, over to Sanderson. That one's blocked down and in. It's Kamaya Bryce for the Heritage Automotive block.
Yeah, and even the verticality you don't think of. Bryce right there getting in the net and sending that one back.
14-8. We're almost 12 minutes into the 70-minute period. Littrell's next serve. Dug out by Reedy. Bennett gets it back between the lines. Sets up Augustine over the net. Dug out by Littrell. Schultz over to Daniel. That's blocked there by Sanderson. Schultz over to Bryce. That's dug out by Bennett. Newton over to Sanderson. Can't get it over. Good effort there on the Express Med block, but the Lady Cats extend the lead to 7. And a timeout will be called by Nick Quillen of Loretto. We'll take it with him here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
So I promise, with your support, we'll protect our farms, we'll protect our values, and we'll keep building a stronger Lawrence County for every family and for every future. Vote David Morgan for County Executive. God bless.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here to the Summertown Smackdown. The Lady Cats of Lawrence County a 15-8 lead over the Lady Mustangs of Loretto. To Nick Quillen called the first timeout. Littrell back to serve, dug out by Reedy. Newton setting up Fisher, and that one slammed down for a Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Yeah, and AJ, you're seeing that timeout Nick Quillen called, paying dividends early.
Sets him up, knocks it down, going right down the middle as Thomas will check in here for Sanderson. Serve up here from Thomas. That is dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Dixon, tips it over and in. Would have gone for a kill anyways, but they're going to call Loretto in the net. That will make it 16-9.
It's so dangerous because you don't know if she's going to come down, with a hard spike or just tip it over you.
Garland back to serve again. 7-point lead, 16-9. That is dug out by Reedy. Newton over to Augustine, dug out by Schultz. Garland back between the lines, and Schultz will get it over the net. Reedy. Newton over to Bennett. That one right on the back line, and that will be a Middle Tennessee Builders kill. So,
as I was about to say, it looked like a Lady Cat got their hands on it.
And their own line judge said it hit the back line. So everyone agrees that Loretto should get the point.
Yes.
So Fisher back to serve at 16-10. And that serve will go wide to make it 17-10. It's kind of crazy when you get two rivals and everyone disagrees with the official.
Yeah. I was talking about it with Cade last night. I like when we get the in-county rivalries and you have players' dads or moms that are the line judges. Then you get some real interesting decisions.
You can't have four officials for every game. It's unrealistic. As Cox with the Middle Tennessee Builders blocks will make it 18-10. Or the Middle Tennessee Builders spike. You can also probably call that a Heritage Automotive block as well.
Yeah, Lady Cats have been in the net alive, and I mean that in a good way, with the blocks.
Serve up here from Lloyd. That is dug out by Bennett. Newton over back to Bennett. Blocked down and in. That's J.C. Schultz that time, the Heritage Automotive block.
Yeah, everyone joining in on the party.
That one landed right on the line. 19-10. Serve up here from Lloyd. It's dug out by Thomas. Newton over to Augustine. That one's down and in. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill. Lead down to 8.
And a good kill right there by Augustine to try to get the Lady Mustangs some life here in Lawrence County. It almost opened up a double-digit lead.
We'll bring in Johnson and Sharp. Newton and Augustine will check out for the Lady Mustangs. I gotta love the pad back here. It's almost like you have a baseball mound in a way. Well, you got to protect them.
It beats the wall,
Someone who's ran into a few of them. That's I respect what they're doing there. As that serve will go wide, and Lady Cats on the back stretch, 20-11, as Collins Newton will come in for Littrell. Serve up here from Dixon. That is dug out by Fisher. Johnson. Over to Bennett. She'll get this one over the net. Dixon. Schultz. Here to Cox. Blocked by Bennett. Dug out by Lloyd. Schultz sends it over. Sent back over. Now setting up. Collins Newton tips it over. Nice save by Sharp. Bennett over the net. Garland. Schultz. Newton. That's dug out by Fisher. Ooh, Sharp and Johnson come together. Bennett over the net. And long. Lady Cats up 10.
Yeah, that's AJ. That's something I've noticed about Lawrence County, and this I've just seen 3.5 sets now, but they've done a really good job on these long points.
Good judgment there as that one served down and in. Swap and shop center ace, the second one for Dixon. And another timeout called by Nick Quillen. Down 11. We'll take it with him here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
I need to find some of these. My kids ripped all of mine off. Oh, hi. Welcome back here. The Summertown Smackdown here at the X Sports Network. Come on, Guilty. You're killing me, Smalls. She's a rookie. She's learning. You never know what I'm going to talk about during commercial breaks here. Lady Cats up 11. That is dug out by Fisher. Bennett pops it right over the net. Schultz over to Cox. That one is right in. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill. Lady Cats now 2 points away.
Yeah, it just feels like a set, AJ, where everything Lawrence County's hit has found the inside of the line, and for Loretto, everything has kind of found the outside.
Dixon back to serve. That is dug out and off to the side. That's a swap and shop center ace. And the Lady Cats right here on the precipice. Next serve up. Dixon. Dug out by Fisher. Thomas can't save it. Back to back. Swap and shop center aces. And the Lady Cats will take the first game 25-11. We'll be back here in a minute to start the second set here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Banking made simple and convenient. At Built-Well Bank, we're here for you. Whether you're making a milestone purchase or saving for retirement, our dedicated financial team will walk with you every step of the way because we care. From personal banking accounts to making sure your business and commercial needs are met, we'll make sure you have a dedicated Built-Well banker that understands your unique needs and goals. Serving Lawrenceburg and Summertown. Come see us today. Member FDIC.
We don't know what the weather is going to be like around here. I do get really anxious during storms.
That's why they chose HailGuard. When performance leads, confidence follows. Backed by the first and only asphalt shingle system with a hail warranty.
That just gives us more peace of mind.
This is the only asphalt product on the market that has the manufacturer warranty targeting the hail damage, and it gives me a lot of confidence as a contractor.
Engineered for enhanced impact performance. Built to protect homes and reputations. HailGuard shingles. Built for hail.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And back at the Summertown Smackdown, we get you ready for the second set here between Loretto and Lawrence County. Lady Cats taking the first set 25-11, starting lineup here to start the second for Loretto. You got Fisher, Sanderson, Augustine, Newton, Reedy, and Bennett. Starting lineup brought to you by Jacobs Marine for the Lady Cats. Newton, Bryce, Daniels, Schultz, Cox, Garland, and Dixon. So starting line, it's brought to you by Jacobs Marine and Swap and Shop Center. 47 minutes remaining here in the first game of the day. I believe it's Summertown and Central will be going next. Mike will be on the call of that, and I will go take a nap. Just kidding.
It's never too early for one.
No. Learning from my dog, there's never a time of day that you don't take a nap. She's 14 years old. She's deserved. Happy birthday to Ellie, 14 years old. She's probably peeing somewhere in my house currently as we speak. J.C. Schultz will serve it up to start things off for the Lady Cats. That is dug out by Reedy. Newton over to Fisher. That's dug out by Bryce. High in the air, battle at the net. Daniels slams it down. Sanderson somehow got it over. Finds its way down for the Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Yeah, that one just kind of pinballed around until it found the floor. But the Lady Mustangs getting on the board first here in set number 2.
Bella Grace Sanderson back to serve here for Loretto. Dug out by Garland over to Schultz. Schultz setting up Daniel, tipped over, dug out by Newton. Reedy over to Bennett. Dug out by Dixon. Schultz sends it over to Collins Newton, and that's long. The Lady Mustangs back-to-back points to start the second. And Sanderson ready to go. In the net. And the Lady Cats will pick up their first point.
Yeah, a bit of a self-inflicted wound for the Lady Mustangs, but got out to a 2-0 lead.
Collins Newton back to serve. Sanderson out. And Thomas in. Speaking of, Thomas and Reedy kind of come together, collide. That's going to be a swap and shop center ace. And it's now 2-2.
Yeah, tough serve kind of brought the Lady Mustangs too close together there. Tied back up.
Newton back to serve again. And this hits that. Now 3-2. Lady Mustangs. Reedy checks out. Daniels checks in for the Lady Mustangs. 3-2 their lead. Shayna Fisher back to serve. And looks like we had a formation error. Somebody was in the wrong spot there by Loretto. Ties the game up here at 3 as Liddy Cox will come in for Destiny Daniels for the Lady Cats.
And that's why you have these early season tournaments, so you can have the mistakes like that, fix them so they don't happen during the season.
Garland serve, dug out by Thomas, and that's going to be another swap and shop center ace. Lady Cats with their first lead of the second set, 4-3.
Yeah, really good job by Lawrence County to really come back aggressive, got down 2-0, and have scored 4 of the last 5.
Garland's next serve, dug out by Thomas Newton. And sent over by Daniels, dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Dixon. That's tipped. That's dug out by Fisher over to Newton. Now Augustine tips it over, dug out by Bryce. Schultz setting up Dixon, tipped over. Down and in, a Middle Tennessee Builders kill, 5-3. Lady Cats on a 3-0 run.
Yeah, able to kind of deflect that first attempt by Dixon. Weren't stopping her twice, though.
Next serve up by Garland. Dug out by Fisher. Newton. And getting it over is Augustine. Dug out by Newton. Schultz. Cox gets it over, down and in. That's another Middle Tennessee Builders kill. 4-0 Lady Cat run up 3.
Yeah, Cox just kind of snuck that one in right through the heart of that Lady Mustangs defense.
Found a black hole. No one at the net there challenging it. Garland back to serve. That's dug out by Thomas. Newton over to Daniels. Dug out by Collins Newton. Schultz over to Dixon. Tipped over. And that one is dug out by Newton. Thomas over to Bennett. Tipped over. Dug out by Schultz. Garland over to Dixon. Fading away. Can't get it over. And that breaks the run. Lead down to 2.
Yeah, Dixon was trying to reposition herself there and just pass a little bit too far behind her.
Johnson and Sharp will come in for Newton and Augustine. Sharp back to serve. Had an ace in the first set. First serve up. A rocket dug out by Dixon. Schultz over to Cox, slaps it over, deflects over to Fisher. Sharp will get it over the net. Collins, Newton, Schultz over to Cox, diving save, but down and in. Another Middle Tennessee Builders kill. It's 7-4.
Yeah, Lawrence County just feels like they have just waves and waves of offense. They've really gave the Lady Mustangs a lot of problems here early this morning.
You see Daniels, Cox, Dixon, Bryce, a little bit of everything so far. Lloyd back to serve, dug out by Thomas. Sharp over to Johnson. Diving save by Lloyd, tipped over, deflects around. Sharp, as Fisher will get it over, dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Dixon, tipped and in. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill, and that shot there from Dixon, that is sometimes just going to be too hard to handle.
Yeah. If she makes solid contact, AJ, good luck. That's all you can say.
Brace for impact. 8-4 to lead. Lloyd to serve it up, dug out by Fisher. Bennett back between the lines, and Johnson will get it over the net. Lloyd, Schultz, here to Cox, slammed home. The Middle Tennessee Builders kill, making 9-4.
Yeah, another great pass from Schultz, setting up her teammate, and Cox there with the big kill.
Doing the C-set, you don't really see Lawrence County do that too often, where you see, you got Leah coming down the middle and one of your big hitters going to the outside. Haven't seen Lawrence County do that much. And
it's very deceptive because you see Dixon coming downhill like that, you think, oh boy, here we come, and then you have another great hitter like Cox coming around on the outside, and Lawrence County showing why they're poised to have a big season this year.
I've seen it a lot from Summertown, but I haven't seen much from Lawrence County as a serve from Lloyd hits the top tape but can't find its way over.
I think we were bragging on him too much there.
Fisher, Daniels and Thomas check out. Reedy and Sanderson check back in. Serve up here from Bennett. Dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Dixon. Saved by Bennett, but wide. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Because even if you do dig that out, it's so hard to even try to aim that to somewhere. And again, a little too strong there on the redirection by Bennett.
Timeout called here by Nick Quillen. Team trailing by 5. We'll take the break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Choose Keaton Services Group for all your outdoor needs. We provide pressure washing, soft washing, lawn care, and landscaping to residential and commercial customers. Call owner Jackson Keaton today to schedule your service. Licensed and insured.
Tips Motorsports can hook your vehicle up with whatever you need. Wheels, tires, lift kits, brakes, front-end work, and more. Locally owned and operated, stop by our shop in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Summertown Smackdown. Loretto calls her first time out in the second set. Lady Cats leading 10-5. Lady Cats took the first set 25-11. Serve up here from Dixon. That is dug out by Reedy. Sharp setting up Sanderson. Tipped over. Diving save by Lloyd. Sent back over. Daniels back over. Cox double hits it there.
Yeah.
I'm going to call a carry, and that will make it 10-6.
Hey, both times the Lady Mustangs have called a timeout. They've gotten the first point out of that break. So see if they can close this gap a little bit.
10-6 the lead. Our scoreboard is right, at least. 37 minutes remaining here in the match. Lloyd Dixon. Now over to Newton. That's dug out by Bennett. Sharp. Over to Sanderson. Block. Down and in. J.C. Schultz with another Heritage Automotive block.
Yeah, you don't think of your setter as a big blocker, but J.C. Schultz has done a really good job in both sets so far, playing in the net.
11-6 the lead. Liddy Cox back to serve as dug out by Bennett. Sharp over to Fisher. Slams it down for the Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Yeah, good job for the Lady Mustangs just to get a quick point, get your confidence back. Try to go on a little run here.
They needed someone to do something like that down the middle that way. As Newton will come in for Johnson. And Augustine in for Sharp. Serve up here from Newton. That is dug out by Dixon. Lloyd and Collins Newton gets it over the net, dug out by Bennett. Tate Newton over to Augustine Long. That will make it 12-7.
And if you're the Lady Mustangs, this would be the time you'd like to try to close that gap with Dixon on the back row right now.
Kamaya Bryce will come in for Lloyd. Serve up here from Schultz. Dug out by Reedy. Newton setting up. Fisher slams it home again down the middle. Another Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Lady Mustangs have shown a lot of fight coming out of this break.
No doubt. Finding success here with Fisher in the middle. Sanderson back to serve, dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Daniels. That is off of Reedy. Saved by Sanderson. Newton over the net. Dixon. Schultz over to Bryce. Saved by Augustine, but she went over the line. And the Lady Cats will pick up the point.
Yeah, Lady Mustangs did everything they could to try to save that point, but again, just a little bit too much in the net.
Laney Littrell will check in for the Lady Cats, and checking out is Collins Newton. Littrell back to serve. Caught fire in the first set. It's dug out by Bennett. Newton over to Fisher. Dug out by Garland and in. How about 3 kills? Middle Tennessee Builders kills for Shanna Fisher here in the second.
Yeah, Fisher having a big set number 2, keeping the Lady Mustangs in. She'll go back to serve.
Reedy out, Daniels in. Serve up here from Fisher. That is dug up by Garland, saved by Dixon. Schultz will find its way over. Dug out by Fisher. Bennett, Augustine over. Garland, Schultz setting up Dixon. Slammed off of the face of Newton, a Middle Tennessee Builders kill, and we hope she is okay. Man, that hit her flush. So while they check on her, we'll take a break here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
So I promise, with your support, we'll protect our farms, we'll protect our values, and we'll keep building a stronger Lawrence County for every family and for every future. Vote David Morgan for County Executive. God bless.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
So Tate Newton appears to be okay after taking that kill to the face there by Leah Dixon. Leah came over to check on her, so good sportsmanship there, and yeah, that didn't look good from anyone's vantage point as flush as that hit her on the face, but you hope there's no head injury or facial injury, and
especially the season coming around this week.
Yeah.
You don't want to get a starter hurt, but
yeah.
seems to be okay over there on the sidelines. May take the rest of the day off, I would assume, but hopefully everything is okay with Tate.
Delaney Pusser will come in for her. Yep. And she's laughing it off, so we're all, you wouldn't be a volleyball player if you didn't take at least one rocket to the face at some point.
Oh yes.
I've seen even the best of them at the high school and college level.
Well, it's like a basketball player. You're not going to play for forever and never get like your ankles broken or get dunked on, something like that. It happens to everyone.
Yeah. Become a poster or something like that. A football player doesn't get ran over. I did. It happens to everybody. Or get pancaked. Baseball, everybody strikes out.
Yes.
Pitchers always give up home runs.
Just happens. Part of the game.
Happens, yeah. Every team's been run ruled. Every team has been there's been a running clock at some point.
Oh yeah, we've all been on the wrong end of those.
Lady Cats here up 14-9 as we get back to action. Garland serve, dug out by Thomas, over to Sharp. Dixon, how about that? That is a express net block by Sharp on Dixon to make it 14-10.
Well, hey, Lady Mustangs responding with some fire, getting the block on Dixon's attack.
The smallest person on the court finds it too. And she'll go back to serve as Johnson will come in for Pussett. About 30 minutes left here as Sharp serve dug out by Littrell. Schultz over to Bryce, and that's long. Gets a piece of a Summertown player in the process, 14-11 after back-to-back points.
Yeah, behind the court is probably not somewhere I'd walk during the middle of a point because it would find me on there at the end.
Serve from Sharp, a little gassed up after a block and a point there, so that makes it 15-11.
Yeah, I would say you mentioned those two back-to-back points for the Lady Mustangs, a little amped up.
As Lily Lloyd checks in here for Bryce, she'll go back and serve. Team up 4 here in the second. Serve up off of the top of the net. And another point here for Loretto. 15-12.
Lady Mustangs have kept themselves within striking distance here.
Haley Bennett back to serve as Belgrace Sanderson will check in for Thomas. Serve up, dug out by Littrell. Schultz over to Dixon. And out. Our line judge kind of fell asleep over there a little bit. It's 15-13. It happens. Next serve up. That is dug out by Garland. Lloyd. And Cox over the net. And a miscommunication there between Johnson and Bennett. It's Middle Tennessee Builder kill, 16-13.
And you were on such a good little run right there. Miscommunication kind of bit him in the rear end there.
Littrell out. Collins Newton back in. Back to serve is Leah Dixon. That is dug out by Bennett and sent over by Avery Daniels. Now Schultz to Collins Newton. Saved by Bennett. Sent over by Daniels. Dug out by Garland. Schultz, Cox. That one's in. Another Middle Tennessee Builders kill. Back-to-back points. 17-13.
Yeah, great response by the Lady Cats here. Lady Mustangs trying to build some fire late, and they've kept it even.
Serve up here from Dixon. That is dug out by Bennett. Sharp back to Bennett. A rocket dug out by Dixon. Battle at the net. And Loretto never got it over. J.C. Schultz never touched it, so it's 18-13. Under 30 minutes left, 28 on the clock here. Next serve from Dixon. Dug out by Bennett. And Collins Newton can't get that one over. So it's 18-14. Shayna Fisher checks in. Avery Daniels checks out.
Both teams kind of struggling with some Some self-inflicted wounds here.
Taylor Reedy back to serve. Long and right on cue.
Yeah.
It's 19-14. As Destiny Daniels comes in for Ava Scott Garland. Destiny Daniel, my apologies. As Cox's serve dug out by Bennett. Now over to Sanderson, tipped over, dug out by Cox, sent back over. Reedy, sharp, over to Fisher, can't find its way over off the top of the net. So Lady Cats on the back stretch, 20-14.
Yeah, you feel pretty good when you're able to get to 20 before your opponent can get to 15. See if the Lady Cats can close it out.
Next serve up, that is dug out by Bennett. Sharp over to Johnson, dug out by Dixon. And Destiny Daniel gets over, diving save by Reedy. Now over to Bennett.
Wow.
That one splits the Lady Cat defense for a Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
The rare second row spike right there from Bennett.
This absolutely sends a missile right in between Garland and Dixon. Pusser will come in for Johnson. Hang on. Coach Nick Quillen trying to get his
rotation right.
Figured out here, especially with Newton out. Serve up here from Pusser. In the net. It's 21-15. J.C. Schultz back to serve. Gets over, dug out by Reedy. Saved by Sharp. Bennett fading away, gets it over the net. Garland back over, dug out by Reedy. Sharp, Fisher. And that one is in. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill, her fourth of the set.
Hey, Lady Mustangs have stayed with trying to stay with the momentum. Definitely bringing the energy.
Shanna Fisher down the middle has been a problem in this game. 21-16. Sanderson back to serve. Dug out by Garland. Schultz, Daniel. And sent back over. Newton digs it out. Schultz, Dixon pushes it over. Dug out by Sanderson. Sharp. Over to Bennett. Slapped over, blocked.
Oh, wow.
Then Bryce, and they're going to call a lift against Loretto. 22-16. It's one now called against each side that most of the crowd disagree with.
Yeah. Again, not really sure what insinuated that one, but...
Yeah. It's a very experienced official.
Yes.
So I kind of tend to
lean their way. Yeah.
Whatever she saw.
Typically, that is.
Yeah.
They didn't make something up.
Yeah. No, you're right. Thomas will check in for Sanderson. Serve up from Littrell. Is dug out by Pusser. Sharp over to Bennett. That is dug out by Littrell. Schultz over to Dana. Slapped over. Dug out by Pusser. Sharp tries to get it over and does. Schultz in the net and Garland over. Pusser. Sharp over to Fisher. Dug out by Garland. Schultz over to Dixon. That one's in. Dixon ends the rally. Now the Lady Cats 2 points away.
Yeah, long point right there, kind of wore the Lady Mustangs defense down, and then Dixon coming in with the hammer.
Only 23 minutes left here. We have enough time to get some JV action.
Always good to get the younger players in.
Serve up from Littrell, dug out by Thomas. Sharp over to Fisher, dug out by Sharp. Garland, now over to Dixon. That one splits the defense. Lady Cats point away after the Middle Tennessee Builders kill. Not what Loretto wants to see is that Dixon getting hot here at the end of the match.
Because at a point where you'd like to rally, they seem to have really hit their groove.
And it's the depth that this team has, especially up front. Serve up from Littrell. Dug out by Pusser. Now over to Bennett. What a shot.
Wow.
What a shot for a Middle Tennessee Builders kill. The angle she had to hit that, if you put it like on one of those ESPN stat tracks, percentage of possibility was at 10%, and she executed it beautifully.
I'd say nobody in the gym thought that had a chance, but what a play there by Bennett.
Fisher served, dug up by Littrell, Garland, and Bryce will get it over. Thomas, Sharp, Daniels, dug out by Littrell, Schultz, over to Dixon. That's dug out by Fisher, but they call Loretto in the net, and that will be set point. Lady Cats take the second set here, 25-17. That will do it for the varsity portion here, so take about a few minutes, run some ads here, let the JV sides get warmed up, and then we'll have the JV set when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
At McDonald's HVAC Heating and Cooling, ensuring your indoor comfort is a commitment we stand behind. From one family to another.
McDonald's HVAC provides residential and commercial customers with repair and maintenance services on a wide range of indoor comfort systems. An American Standard custom care dealer. The world's most efficient and durable comfort systems, competitively priced from people dedicated to your total satisfaction. For trustworthy service, value, and peace of mind, contact McDonald's HVAC today.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. The Summertown Smackdowns. We get you ready for the JV portion after the Lady Cats took both sets from the Lady Mustangs 25-11 and 25-17. Back to serve here for Loretto is trying to get some of his names here before the end of this. As setting up and over is Knoxley Webb. And they're going to call Lorelei Smith there in the net. And the first point goes to Lady Mustangs.
Honestly, last night for the Lady Cats, didn't see much drop-off in the JV from sets 1 and 2 to set 3. We'll see if they can keep a well-oiled machine today. Didn't get to see Loretto last night, but from the starts of it, looking good early.
Marley Cunningham comes away with the one-stop medical ace here for Loretto. They're out to an early 2-0 lead. A lot of new names. We'll try to keep up with them as quickly as we can. Next serve up from Cunningham off the tape and down. 2-1. Lady Cats get their first point. Carly Van Pelt back. Well, not yet. Be Josie Elledge back to serve. Gets this one over the net. And sent back over to Loretta. Cunningham thought she was going to be able to get a piece of that, gets in the net to tie it up at 2. Is Elledge back to serve again. That is dug out by Cunningham and down for the Swap and Shop Center Ace. A 3-0 run here for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, good response here by the JV side here for Lawrence County. Elledge had a long serving period last night. We'll see if that continues today.
And it's back-to-back Swap and Shop Center aces. Mike, you've been on point so far here this morning. 4-2 Lady Cats, a 4-0 run.
Yeah, Elledge was really big last year for E.O. Kaufman. And it seems that trend has continued here on the high school stage.
It's dug out by Winters. Now over to Webb, who gets it over the net. Elledge, Smith, and getting over Surratt. Dug out by Winters. And Johnson gets this one over. Dug out by Elledge. Smith. And getting it over is Kate Brown. Goes wide. And it's 4-3.
Yeah, just sent that one a bit too far to the outside for Brown to handle there.
Aubrey Cotton will come in for Pusson. And we've got, I don't have a number 7.
I don't either.
It's okay. It's early in the season. We'll get it figured out at some point. I believe that might be Ainsley Goodwin. Elledge. And getting that one over the net is Ellie Rudy. And finds its way down for the Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Yeah, Lady Mustangs got off to a hot start, but have really struggled here. Last couple of points as Lawrence County's been getting into a groove.
Surratt will check out. Checking in is Emma Surratt. So for Surratt, Van Pelt is out as well. Back to serve is Abby Holloway. Holloway serve, that's a rocket, dug out by Winters. Goodwin sends it back in, and Winters over the net. Elledge, Smith, here to Rudy, and that's the Middle Tennessee Builders kill. 5-3, the Lady Cat lead.
Yeah, really good job right there by,
or 6-3, I should say,
Lawrence County.
Under 15 minutes left to play. Next serve, dug out by Winters. Cunningham setting up Melton. And that one goes wide. It's 7-3. Holloway to serve again. A little too long there. Some morning track power. That makes it 7-4.
Yeah, first couple of serves, they were real straight line drives. That one got a bit much under it.
Addie Surratt checks in for Loretto. Back to serve is Winters. Left-hander. That is dug out by Elledge. Rudy sends it the wrong direction. It's now 7-5.
And not often do you see a left-handed serve.
No. It's got some different spin to it as well. As Winters back to serve again. Dug out by Elledge. Rudy. And getting that one over is Emma Surratt. Dug out by Winters. Cunningham. And that set up Aubrey Cotton. but sent back over. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, that redirection found it a very empty part of the court on the Lady Mustangs side.
Kay Brown coming away with that one. 8-5 Lady Cats on top. Next serve up, Rudy. That is dug out by Cotton. Cunningham back to Cotton, slaps it over, dug out by Rudy. Elledge, and sending it over Surratt, but wide. It's 8-6.
Yeah, Surratt trying to backpedal and send that one back over. Wasn't able to keep it between the lines. Lady Mustangs have cut this back to a 2-point set.
Augustine will come in. Also checking in will be Tegan Ward. Augustine will go back and serve. Serve up in the net. Lady Cats lead back out to 3. And going back to serve will be Brown. Serve up. Ooh.
Almost got the official.
Yeah. A little two-seam action there. It's 9-7 on the wide serve.
Yeah, if I was standing up there as the official and took one to the side of the noggin or something like that, I'd probably call it a day.
Web in for Godwin. Cotton back to serve. So checking in for the Lady Cats is Bella Mitchell. And that one's in there. That's a one-stop medical ace for Aubrey Cotton.
Yeah, good job there by Cotton to drop that one in. Back to a 1-point set.
Serve up. Popped over, down and in. Back-to-back one-stop medical aces to tie it up at 9.
Yeah, back-to-back aces for Cotton, and the Lady Mustangs now a chance to take the lead. First time since it was 2-1.
Serve up here from Cotton. That's dug out by Elledge. Surratt and Rudy over the net, and Cotton can handle that one. It's a Middle Tennessee Builders kill. Lady Cats retake the lead. And checking in will be Carly Van Pelt for the Lady Cats, as Surratt and Holloway will check out. And that serve is in the net. And we're tied up at 10.
I think the Lady Mustangs a little lost in the rotation there.
Serve up here from Audrey Surratt. That is dug out by Elledge. Smith. That's over to Addison Surratt. Dug out by Surratt on the other side. And this one almost trash can bound. Lady Cats retake the lead 11-10.
I'm hoping before I'm out of here today, I see at least one land in there.
We've had 2 inches away.
Yeah.
Never know. That trash can.
Now, yesterday they got like a ball trapped up on one of the backboards. So I got a picture of that at one point. So
as that serve goes long, we are 11-all.
So we've had some interesting instances here so far. Maybe we can keep it going today.
I like it.
And there's
some confusion here as checking in is Jules Melton. Cunningham in as well. Comes in for Tegan Ward. Cunningham back to serve. Serve up. That is dug out. Now over to Smith. And Surratt can't get that one over. And it's 12-11. Lady Mustangs. Coming up on 8 minutes left here in the match. We may or may not get to 25. Elledge digs it out. Smith setting up Surratt. And pinballs around, Winters over the net. Smith, Rudy. And Mitchell gets it over. Diving save by Pusser. Melton back between the lines. Whew. And a good effort. Won't find the net there. It's 12-11. Good effort there on both sides.
I'd say as a fan, when you got the players kind of running and diving all over the place, I mean, those plays are exciting.
Brown in for Mitchell. Elledge back to serve. First one up from the right-hander. Off the top of the net, but dug out. Cunningham over to Johnson. Gets it over. Dug out by Elledge. Smith sent off the antenna there by Brown. And it's now 13-11.
I remember Elledge last year calling some Kaufman volleyball games. You know, that low line drive serve, sometimes it'd skip off the net. At that point, it's an easy ace.
2-point Lady Mustang lead. That serve up, dug out by Brown. Smith back over to Brown. Finds its way down. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
And after finding themselves down, Lawrence County on their way back.
Some more subs. Holloway comes in for Surratt. And Surratt in for Van Pelt. I think Surratt might overtake Weathers as a name every Lawrence County team has. As Holloway serve, it's the net. It's now 14-12.
I'd say you got two for the Lady Cats and one for the Lady Mustangs checking in the game right now.
Winters back to serve. It's dug out by Elledge, and that will fall in. A one-stop medical ace. 3-point Loretto lead.
The Lady Mustangs have done a really good job. Again, got the early 2-0 lead, but fell down pretty quickly after that.
As Winters' serve goes in the net, lead back down to 2.
That's where sometimes in volleyball the teams don't give you long enough to give them a compliment.
Tried to build the suspense here. As Rudy back to serve. Gets it long. Trading service errors here. 3-point lead again for the Lady Mustangs. As Ward will check in. Melton will check out. Cunningham out as well, and Augustine in. Serve up. Dug out by Elledge. In the air by Smith. Surratt gets it over. Augustine over to Cotton. Dug out by Holloway. Rudy, and over is Brown. Augustine setting up Surratt there. Now battle at the net, and they're going to get Loretto in the net. They make it 16-14. Brown back to serve. 4.5 minutes left, 16-14. And that one's long and wide.
So you're going to see Lawrence County wanting to move quick, try to beat the clock here. Lady Mustangs will definitely be taking their time. See if they can hold on to this lead here in the JV portion of this one.
Aubrey Cotton here. Already has a couple aces in the game. That serve up is long. Just when you think one's going to start to pull away, an error puts the other team right back in it.
I'd say you're kind of waiting on a run right here, but both teams, like you mentioned, AJ, a moment ago, trading service errors.
Van Pelt back to serve. That gets it over. That is dug out by Pusser. Augustine, and getting it over is Ward. Smith over to Surratt. Down and in. Middle Tennessee Builders kill, a 1-point game. Our next game will be Summertown and Columbia Central. Serve up here from Van Pelt. That's dug out by Winters. Augustine out of the net. Winters, they did hit the official that time. 17 all. Much to the delight of some.
Yeah.
Under 3 minutes left, a 3-0 Lady Cab run here to tie it up at 17. Serve up off the top of the net, dug out by Winters. Saved by Webb, and they won't be able to get that one over. 4-0 run, it's 18-17 Lawrence County. Serve up here from Van Pelt. Dug out by Winters. Augustine. Over to Ward. That's blocked. Now setting up Ward again. Finds its way over and in. A Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Those always kind of come out of nowhere. You feel like you got a team on their heels, and they just drop one in on you.
Johnson will come in. It's 18-all. 2 minute. We're at the 2-minute warning here. Let's see how many. We're definitely not getting the 25 unless we get a
7-0 run in in the next 2 minutes.
Or a plethora of errors. This is Rudy's serve. Oh, wow. Rudy gets a Middle Tennessee Builders kill, digs it out. It's too strong, but over the head of Ward there. Now it's 19-18.
I think they had a couple players zone out there for a second.
Serve up here from Smith. And
wow.
Webb, what a shot. That one's over to tie it up at 19. Another Middle Tennessee Builders kill.
Wow, and I don't think either one of those points were scored the way they were drawn up, but
19-19.
It would be very this county to finish in a tie.
Serve up from Cunningham, dug out by Elledge. Smith over to Mitchell, blocked. Smith saves it. And Van Pelt can't take advantage. Johnson and Webb combined for the Express Med block. 20-19 here. 40 seconds left. Some pinballs around. Van Pelt. Rudy gets it over. Pusser. Cunningham. Johnson. Wide. And it's 20-all with 30 seconds left. We are going to come down. And this feels like a football game. Who has the ball last?
Yeah. This might be the last point, AJ.
20 seconds left. Elledge. Rock it over. Dug out by Pusser. Winters. Johnson over. Dug out. Sent back over by Van Pelt. The 10 seconds. Cunningham to Webb. Long. And the Lady Cats will take the final one. They're going to stop it.
No, that
will
is it.
do it. I thought we were going to get some last-second drama. But Lady Cats take all 3 sets, 25-11, 25-17, 21-20. Mike, who is your Loretto Employee Resources Credit Union Player of the Game?
Honestly, I'm going to have to go with Shanna Fisher. She did an awesome job in those first couple of sets, really keeping the Lady Mustangs in it. Just had a couple of other pieces that really still waiting to kind of fall in before the season. But, hey, I think there's a lot you can take to build from for Coach Nick Quillen here as we obviously finish out today and then head towards the season starting on Monday.
Lady Cats for the Murray Regional Health Player of the Game. Of course, you're going to go Leah Dixon. A lot of kills, a lot of aces, and
doing what she does best.
She's going to not break some records in this county. She's going to shatter them by the time it's done. So our next match is Summertown and Columbia Central. That is coming up next here on the X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.